early 1991 at the Marquee, and it was Boogie Down Productions with Sick of It All, Rest in Pieces, and Burn. And it was probably the most violent thing I have ever witnessed in my life. I mean, CB's obviously, but I kind of have a thing for Coney Island High just because it was around for such a short time, but they had shows going almost 7 days a week. It was run by guys like us. You know, it was our type of music all the time. And I mean, the place could get hot, packed, and sweaty on a friggin' Monday night. One is Rich O'Brien, who used to play in the band Dark Side. He would just go for it. He was wild, you know. He just had an I don't give a fuck attitude, and he really didn't give a fuck. And another guy was, Carly actually mentioned this guy, called him Elvis. Actually, his name was Danny, and he used to have these like cuffs. And he'd have his own little pit going on by himself, like at shows. You'd go in there, he'd punch you out, then pick you back up again and be like, you're all right, kid, you know, and just like kind of like, don't get in my space, you know? So those two guys.
Whatever happened to that guy?
That guy? I don't know. He just, last time I actually saw him was probably somewhere in like the later 90s at a show like in Jersey, some random thing. And it was like a 10-person show, and he was still doing his thing, running around his circle. You'd cross in front of him, he'd punch you out and pick you back up again, like, there you go, kid, get out of my way. I really wanted to see, if I had the Wayback Machine, would be the Clash's stand at Bonds International down in 42nd Street with Kraut opening up. That's the show I wish I could have seen. I mean, Mackie, of course, he's just, you know, he's the gold standard that everyone strives to be. And then I got to give props to two guys who I've had the fortunate pleasure of playing with. And one guy is Lou Medina, who used to play in District 9. He played in Breakdown. He played in Cold Front. He's just an animal. He's just a friggin' animal on the skins. And another drummer is Ray Green, who also played in District 9 as well as in Fahrenheit 451. And Ray's the type of guy, he would kill you with the smoothness. He would do moves and you would go, did he just fucking do that? How is that possible? And, you know, like I said, he'd basically kill you with kindness behind the kit. I think, I mean, there were so many great shows I actually got to witness, but the one that always sticks out in my mind was when Agnostic Front played the Palladium in 1991, and it broke out to a riot. Murphy's Law played, and Leeway, and Nuclear Assault, and a whole bunch of other bands wound up playing that show, and I actually got to see the riot break out because I was up in the balcony right where the stage and the barricade were. So I watched it unfold, and that was a fucking wild night. I mean, AF only did a handful of songs before the place basically erupted into total fucking chaos. Greg Ginn from Black Flag was like the first like hardcore guitar player I really ever heard back during Christmas '85. My sister's boyfriend got me the Black Flag Damage cassette for Christmas along with the Circle Jerks group sex tape, and it was the first time I really heard hardcore, and that thing that Greg Ginn does, I was like, what the fuck is that? I want to do that, you know? And then, you know, then that turned me on to like, you know, copying Johnny Ramone's thing for a little while, you know, because it was accessible, you could do it. AJ Novello of Leeway, of course, he just has a tight presence about himself and a sound. Dr. No, of course, you know, because it's Dr. No. He has skills for fucking eons. And of course, Gavin from Burn. Gavin got me to think outside the box, you know, with his playing style. Got a new band called Crazy Eddie, me and a few friends. We're getting ready to hopefully play some shows soon. We actually recorded 12 songs already. We'll have 2 songs out on Freddie Alva's comp for Urban Styles, that's coming out. You can go check us out, find us on Facebook. There's a couple songs up from rehearsals, which you can go fucking peep. And just, you know, looking to have fun, bringing it back to having fun and not it being so serious and job-like. Just keep your head above the bullshit drama, the internet garbage, you know, it's, do your own thing, don't be a fucking follower, you know, and if someone that you look up to has an opinion, formulate your own opinion. That's their opinion, have your own. Because people tend to bandwagon jump on someone's, you know, someone's negativity, and they, you know, it snowballs, it gets out of effect. I would just say, be yourself and think for yourself. Think outside the box. No, not even close to being dead. It's the sounds might change a little from time to time. But there's always going to be that drive, there's always going to be that passion for someone to pick up a guitar with their friends and bash it out and make fucking noise. You know, I mean, there's always, it goes through ups and downs, and, you know, yet there's still kids to this day. You know, there's a kid right now probably going to band practice as we speak.